Okay, think back. Maybe you were a kid, maybe it was more recent. That trip to Tirumala, the crowds, the atmosphere, it's intense.
Absolutely, an incredible energy there.
And then you get it, the Tirupati Laddu. It's huge, warm, almost glowing. Holding it feels, I don't know, significant.
It really does. That first bite isn't just sweetness, is it? It's like part of the whole experience, a connection.
Exactly. It's more than just a memory for so many people. It's fundamental to the pilgrimage to Lord Venkateswara.
It really is. It's prasadam, a sacred offering. It carries immense cultural weight, spiritual meaning. It's that tangible link.
Which is why I guess those recent murmurs,
Yeah.
the whispers about the taste maybe being off, or questions about ingredients.
Yeah, even about the Prasadam, the free meals.
Right. Those concerns really hit hard, didn't they? It's like questioning something really core to the whole experience.
Precisely. It wasn't just, oh, the dessert recipe changed slightly. When the quality of the laddu or even the free meal is doubted, it touches a nerve.
It undermines that trust millions of the devotees place in the TTD, the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams.
Exactly. The purity of the offering is paramount.
So this isn't just a quick fix we're talking about. We're diving into, well, a really comprehensive effort by TTD.
They seem to be looking at everything, from the ground up almost.
Yeah, raw materials, the whole process. The mission seems to be bringing back what some call that divine crunch, ensuring its sanctity.
And it involves this fascinating mix of tradition and some pretty serious modern tech. We've been looking into the reports on it.
It's quite the undertaking. And what really shows the urgency, I think, is the involvement right from the top.
You mean Chief Minister Chan Babu Naidu?
Yeah, his visits to Tirumala, the reviews he held earlier this year,
Yeah.
it signals this isn't being taken lightly.
Absolutely. That sends a very strong message. It's about restoring not just the laddu, but maybe the TTD's overall image, its sanctity.
He even talked about an ablution starting from Tirumala, didn't he? Like a full systemic reset.
That's the phrase used, yeah. Suggests a deep clean, addressing any root issues. And you've got the TTD leadership, the EOJ, Shamala Rao, additional EOCH, Venkaya Chaudhary.
They're the ones driving it on the ground. It feels like a fundamental shift.
And a key part of that shift is bringing in serious scientific rigor, which is quite new in this context.
Now, so, what are they doing?
Well, this collaboration with FSSAI, the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, and other food safety experts, that's unprecedented for TTD.
FSSAI. Wow. So this is about much more than just basic checks.
Oh, definitely. They're aiming for the highest possible standards because, it's Prasadam, it's sacred.
And I heard they're building a dedicated lab right there.
That's right. A brand new, state-of-the-art laboratory, its sole purpose, to test every single ingredient.
Every single one, like down to the last cashew.
Pretty much. The ghee, the sugar, cashews, almonds, dried grapes, the Bengal gram flour, sugar candy, cardamom, even the raw camphor. Each component gets scrutinized.
That's incredible. So what's the goal of the lab specifically?
It's about standardizing procurement, first off. Catching any substandard supplies before they even get into the system, ensuring purity, consistency, batch after batch.
It goes way beyond just checking if something's gone bad.
Way beyond. Think about it. Prasadam needs to be pure, obviously, but it also needs a certain freshness, moisture resistance, shelf life. People take these laddus home, sometimes far away.
Right. You carry it back, share it. You need to trust its integrity, its untarnished nature.
Exactly. So the lab helps ensure that entire chain, from supplier to devotee, maintains that expected purity, no discrepancies.
Okay, so the science side is getting a major boost. What about the actual making process? In the POTU, the kitchen.
That's the other really interesting development. They're bringing in technology there too. Advanced machinery.
Machinery? What kind? German-made, I read.
Yeah, sophisticated German machines, brought in specifically to elevate quality control right inside the kitchen.
So are robots making lattice now? Is that what's happening?
No, not quite like that. It's not about replacing the human element. These machines are primarily for inspection.
Inspection of what?
The raw ingredients, mainly. They're designed to detect foreign particles, things that shouldn't be there, or identify ingredients that don't meet those super strict new quality benchmarks we talked about.
Ah, okay. So like if a batch of ghee isn't up to scratch, the machine flags it. Or bad cashews.
Precisely. Only the absolute best materials make it through to the actual laddu preparation stage. It's like a high-tech gatekeeper.
But what about the people, the POTU workers? There are hundreds involved, aren't there? That tradition is so important.
Absolutely vital. And TTD emphasizes this isn't about replacing them. There are about 650 Sri Vaishnavai POTU workers. Their role is deeply traditional devotional.
So they're still the ones actually crafting the lattice.
Yes, they are the heart and soul of it. The TTD is actually focusing on nurturing their spiritual mindset too, improving the kitchen environment for them. The tech is there to support them, add a layer of assurance.
Okay, that's a crucial distinction. Technology serving tradition, not erasing it. That makes sense.
It enhances their devotional work, ensures the final product meets these incredibly high standards.
Now, you mentioned procurement standards earlier, and historically there have been issues, right? Scams, inconsistent quality.
Like any massive operation, yes. Getting consistent, high-quality ingredients on this scale is a huge challenge. And yes, there have been problems in the past.
So what's the plan now to sort of nail that down?
They're developing national-level procurement standards, working with top food scientists to set really rigorous benchmarks for every single ingredient.
So it's not just about the lowest price anymore. It's about hitting a specific quality target.
Exactly. Defining what good enough actually means scientifically for ghee, for sugar, for nuts, everything. All suppliers will need to meet these clear, high standards.
And that directly impacts the final laddu, presumably. Taste, texture, how long it keeps.
Absolutely. Better ingredients mean a better, more consistent laddu. Improved quality, better moisture resistance, maybe even a slightly longer shelf life without compromising purity.
And are they cracking down on any dodgy practices?
Seems so. The message being sent is clear. Maintain high standards or you're out. It's about restoring trust in the entire supply chain.
It's just hard to picture the scale sometimes. We say laddu production, but the numbers are mind-blowing. What are we actually talking about daily?
Okay, get this. On an average day, they make about 3.5 lakh lattice. That's 350,000.
350,000. Wow.
And they keep a buffer stock, maybe 25,000 or so. During peak times, like festivals, it can shoot up to 3.75 lakh, 375,000 lattice a day.
That's just staggering. The amount of ingredients must be astronomical.
It is. Think about it. Daily, roughly 13 tons of ghee.
13 tons of ghee.
Yep, and 32 tons of sugar. 16 tons of Bengal gram flour. Around 800 kilos of sugar candy. 1.3 tons of dry grapes. 2.6 tons of cashews. 500 kilos of almonds, plus the cardamom and camphor.
Every single day. The logistics alone.
It's a monumental operation. And that's just the lattice.
Right, because there's also the Prasadam, the free meals for devotees.
Exactly. That adds another layer. About 6,500 kilograms of rice daily, plus all the other ingredients for the meals. It shows the sheer scale TTD operates on.
Are they planning to increase laddu production even more?
There's talk. Maybe aiming for 5 lakh or 500,000 a day eventually, or at least boosting buffer stocks during those peak seasons to meet the demand. The need is always growing.
It definitely sounds like they're listening to the feedback, the criticisms that came up about the quality.
It seems to be a direct response, yes.
Yeah.
All these changes, the FSSAI link, the German tech, the new procurement rules, they directly address those concerns about the Laddu and the Prasadam canteen.
So they're specifically working on the canteen, too.
Yes. Efforts are underway to improve the Prasadam quality, make sure the food is consistently nourishing, and, well, good. It's all part of upholding that standard of care for pilgrims.
So looking at the bigger picture, this isn't just damage control. It sounds more ambitious.
I think so. It seems TTD wants to set a new standard, maybe even globally, for devotional offerings. How you can blend ancient tradition with modern science and quality control.
That idea of a systemic cleansing that the chief minister mentioned, it's about striving for excellence everywhere.
That seems to be the driving force. Excellence in service, in offerings, in maintaining that sacred atmosphere.
And it's this combination, isn't it? The devotion of the POTU workers, the precision of the new technology, the rigor of the science, all coming together.
Right. It's a multifaceted approach aimed squarely at ensuring the quality and sanctity of that laddu.
Because at the end of the day, the Tirupati Laddu is more than just ingredients. It's a promise, isn't it?
It absolutely is. A promise of purity, a symbol of devotion, that tangible connection to the divine that millions seek.
And by focusing so intensely on every single detail, from the farm to the final offering,
TTD is essentially working to make sure that promise remains solid, that the spiritual journey for every devotee is supported by that perfect divine taste.
So the big takeaway here is that this is a really deep, comprehensive effort. TTD is fundamentally strengthening the entire process behind the Tirupati Laddu.
Absolutely. It's not just tweaking things. It's about embedding quality and sanctity at every single stage, using both tradition and technology.
So perhaps the next time you, the listener, get to taste a Tirupati Laddu, you can appreciate just how much goes into it now.
Yeah, that incredible blend of human devotion, careful science, and advanced tech, all aimed at restoring and preserving that unique, almost legendary divine crunch.
It makes you think, doesn't it? That level of dedication to perfecting something seemingly simple, like a sweet.
Maybe reflect a larger principle, striving for excellence in things that truly matter, in faith, in tradition.
It certainly gives you something to ponder. What does that kind of meticulousness mean in other parts of our lives, or in things we hold sacred? A fascinating thought to end on.